past year, the big theme I've been mentioning in the Todd Talks, and we've covered a lot, is really focusing on the opportunities in the current market, because there are some great opportunities to buy and sell your real estate. So one of the things I've mentioned several times, and for those of you who've watched these videos or heard me mention this, is I've said there's been 2 studies that said that when rates go to 4 point, or like even 4.99, that you're going to see a rush into the housing market. And lo and behold, a 3rd study popped up this week. I want to show you this study. If mortgage rates fall to 5%, the housing market could become interested. 40% of homeowners with mortgage rates above 5%, they would consider selling within the next 3 years. And the article goes on to say that sort of that threshold is that 5%. So that's so it collaborates the other 2 studies. We keep hearing this over and over again, that when rates drop, it's going to bring a lot of people to the market. So there'll be more inventory, but then buyers are going to immediately absorb that inventory. So let's take a look at where we're at. We get out of the pandemic, we have historically low interest rates that were an anomaly. They're not going to get that low again. The Federal Reserve was buying mortgage-backed securities. They forced the rates down, and that's what created this huge spike up in home prices, and all this demand was unleashed onto the marketplace. But now what's happening is there was a study I just listened to today that came out that builders are at capacity in the United States right now, and they're building just under 1 million units annually, and we need like 1.1. So the bottom line is, I can't remember the exact number, but we're like 5% or 10% under what's required to sustain our current population. And that means that the only other inventory would come from existing homeowners, either moving and they need to buy too. And so unless it's like an estate sale, we're going to have an inventory shortage, like I've been saying, that's systemic. So in light of that, if you're looking to buy or sell, what's happening right now, the people that are selling their homes are people that have a life need. It could be a baby was born, there's different Ds, the diapers, right? So the new kid comes along, or the kids have grown up. I have several couples right now that just need a bigger house. That becomes a point where you start saying, okay, I'm going to go ahead and sell even though rates are higher. And you have death, you have relocation, you want to be nearer to family, all the things. So the life events are still driving people to sell. And there are buyers out there, and most of the homes are still getting, they're sold really quickly. In many cases, there's multiple offers. But if you look at coming out of the pandemic boom, going into late fall last year, people had to start reducing prices because there was like a payment shock on the people that were in the pre-approved pipeline, so to speak, where their payments more than double. They're like, well, we're going to hold off. So sellers started having to reduce prices, and first thing they did, they brought it back to market value. And then from November of 22 to February of 2023, we actually had price corrections. And that whole time I kept saying, buy a house, buy a house, buy a house. I had people that bought a house, and they were able to even get deals where the seller was able to pay their mortgage, or not their whole mortgage, but a part of it for the first 2 years, and even pay some of their closing costs. After February, March rolled around, enough buyers came into the market, enough sellers that needed to buy, and with limited inventory, stabilized prices, and then started to grow them again. So appreciation is going to be out 4% this year. There is no correction. The mini correction was over. But what you do have right now is an opportunity to start to sell and get a really good price for your house. And you can, now here's the thing about the buy side. You can buy on many sellers will take a contingent offer if you own your own home, meaning they'll let you sell it first. You can negotiate price. You can negotiate for closing cost concessions, which frankly is more impactful than a price concession. And you can do you don't have to pay more for the house than it's worth. All of that's available right now, and you can do it just making sure that your payment is affordable in today's market, because when the rates do drop, you can refinance. We have a rate protection program where we marry the house, date the rate, and the date the rate part is I can lower your payment once rates drop. Because guys, I'm telling you right now, when rates hit that, we've had 3 studies now, when rates hit 5%, you're going to see a massive rush into the marketplace. So inventory is going to go higher, but the demand is going to go even higher than the inventory, and that's going to create bidding wars in every property. So take a look now. The average rate, it was a little bit elevated this week. They're just over 7 on a 30-year fixed conventional loan, and for VA and FHA, high 6s. But as a certified mortgage planner, I will build a mortgage plan for you that's like a financial plan based on your mortgage to get you the right payment in the right situation that integrates into your short and long-term financial plan. So give me a call. I'd love to help, and I hope you have a great day.